Hang on, everybody. I'm just getting everything ready here. Okay, here we go. So the Storm Prediction Center Norman has issued a PDS tornado watch, and it's watch 189. It covers a big chunk of southern Kansas, all of Oklahoma, and a little clip in northwest Texas. I've got supercells exploding with warnings or any effects. Severe thunderstorm warnings may even be upgraded to tornado warnings in the next few minutes, just near and northeast of Dodge. They have tornadoes are high, likelihood of high, EF2s are greater high, severe weather is high, 65 knot winds, hot, moderate, severe hail high, and greater than 2 inch. So the tornado watch at PDS, it's effect from 2 p.m. until 11 o'clock. It's already in effect. Primary threat includes numerous tornadoes expected with intense tornadoes likely, widespread large hail and scattered very large hail up to 4 inches diameter likely, scattered damage and isolated winds gusting to 75 miles an hour likely. Explosive thunderstorm development is forecasted along the draw line, both north-south orange draw line near the Texas-Oklahoma border. Given the very favorable environment, severe storms and intense supercells are expected to evolve. These storms are forecast to move east across the watch area this afternoon and late evening. Possible exists for regenerating supercells development over central Oklahoma this evening. So as the initial line passes, new tornadic storms will possibly redevelop in central Oklahoma behind the first line. Initial large giant hail forecast, initial supercells activity before tornado risk increases. Intense tornadoes are probably, especially in the atmosphere, becomes very favorable for tornadoes late this afternoon through the evening. Okay, you listen to this. Intense tornadoes late this afternoon and overnight. Tornado watch, and it tells it statute miles, and it says tornado watch, severe thunderstorms, and hail 4 inches diameter, extreme turbulence, wind gusts 65 knots, cumulus 50,000, mean storm vector 240 at 35 knots. That's about 40 miles an hour. So east northeast at 40 miles an hour, 35 knots by Smith. Okay, so let's go over here to radar real quick, and we'll jump satellite, and let's get over here to the northeast. And it looks like, severe out of Dodge. These are not tornadic yet. But they're already got signs of rotation. Looks like there's 3 cells over there, 2 cells over there, very highly sheared. When you see cells like this that are V-notched, real tiny like that, that means they're extremely highly sheared supercells. They're already taken off the northeast, and they may be so close to radar, may not get a good signature, but they're already rotating, and that rotation will increase as they rocket northeast. Let's just see how fast these are moving up to the northeast. It looks like northeast at 38 knots, about 40 miles an hour, 2.25 inch hail, a little bit bigger than golf ball hail. That's exploding. Okay, here we go. We may have a storm exploding now at that's going to be Canadian. Here's the next supercells exploding east side of Canadian. This is the draw line. This is going to be Canadian County and northeast Texas Panhandle. That's going to be southwest of Woodward, Higgins. This is the next area that's exploding now. These are going to rocket and take off to the northeast like this, up near Woodward. If you're in Woodward, Fort Supply, Fargo, Shattuck, Arnett, get ready for intense supercells heading your way, possibly producing tornadoes in about 1 hour. These are going to start producing potential tornadoes. Let's see if we got anything else down the line. Let's go to Amarillo radar and let's see how the line's back building southeast there. Nothing too bad. Let's go to satellite and let's look at what the satellite looks like. Calls to page satellite, and look at this updated. Boom, got that. Get rid of that, and there we go. Let's go to this satellite here. Let me update this. Give me just a second here. Okay, here is current satellite. There's the storms going up at Dodge right there. Here's the draw line. It's back building just east of Slapout. That's eastern Beaver County, right on the Texas-Oklahoma border. This is Woodward. You got Tower Q rapidly developing now back to the west-northwest of Woodward. There's Slapout and Gage area. The winds are backing at Gage. The wind draw line just blasted through Canadian. Yeah, Canadian just got the draw line. Here's Tower Q erupting now. Thunderstorms are erupting now east-southeast of Canadian. They're going to come into northwest Oklahoma rapidly. The draw line is through Pampa. 85 dropping down in the 40s now, 44. And it's like 80, 40, 37, 82, 30 now in Amarillo. Draw line's rapidly coming east now. Got Tower Q all the way down to I-40. Back building rapidly from Canadian. It's going to unzipper back down. It looks like maybe just west of Shamrock area, McLean here, Shamrock here. Storms are back building rapidly down to I-40 now. Those are going to explode and rocket northeast near and north of I-40 corridor, right? So we'll see what happens. But right now, that's kind of the area. The models now are, let me give you an update, kind of the latest thinking. There's a 10-degree thermal ridge right now that's like on the mesonote. This is a 10-degree thermal ridge. It means it's kind of a strong cap. Mid-levels is like this right now at 10 degrees. So you got this hot thermal ridge. I'm 80 here at Clinton, and the cooling, it goes like 6, you got a 6-degree line here, and then it's like 4 degrees at 700, like right now. And this is going to move to the east. And as this cooling comes in, then over the draw line, then these storms are going to erupt and backbuild vigorously southwestward, right? So that's what's going to happen with that. The latest thinking is from several models is that they're still hinting at you're going to have you're going to have a big bad storm up here. The latest thinking is you're going to have something kind of come in Watauga, maybe Hennessy, maybe Stillwater, kind of like this. And the models are on and off again with this I-40 corridor stuff, maybe something with Weatherford, and it tracks maybe just north Oklahoma City. As that goes by, and then some of the models are saying that maybe after 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, as this first storm gets by Oklahoma City in the 7 to 8, 9 o'clock area, in this general area, okay, it could be 30 miles north or 30 miles south of that. After that goes by, there's a little bit of outflow out of the northeast, and this area back in the Oklahoma City area, in this area right here, 8 to 11 p.m., it's very tornadic air mass, and the models are hinting at that explode at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock right west of Oklahoma City. And if that storm does develop at 8, 9, and 10, this extremely tornadic air mass, then it comes into Oklahoma City, either near Moore or just north of Norman, and tracks over to Shawnee and down the I-40 corridor. There's several models that keep saying this is going to happen at 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. After the initial line gets past Oklahoma City, it's going to redevelop potentially back on the southwest side of the Oklahoma City metro and then hit Oklahoma City. You got to watch out for that. There's no guarantees that's going to happen, but there's a high likelihood it will happen, right? So right now I'm just north of Clinton. I'm in the mid 80s here, 84. Got a ripping south wind, probably 180, 190. Got Q, and it's totally clear. I'm in the thermal ridge right here. It's an 80-degree thermal ridge that's poking up toward Enid right here, right? So as this draw line explodes to my west, and this is where the mid 80s are in the Clinton area, as the storms get past Woodward, they're going to start tornadoing really bad to the east-northeast of Woodward, on up to the north of there, and then we'll see what storms. There's also Tower Q now back to my west about 80 miles back near Eric and Sayre and Shamrock on the Texarkana border, on I-40 on the Texarkana border. That's the next tornadic storm that's going to explode, and it's going to come ripping north of I-40. That one's probably going to pass just in the general area I'm at right now. Somewhere north of 40's one that Woodward's going to, the one down at Shamrock right now is going to produce. It's going to come up north of 40, and I'm holding north of 40 right now, and we'll see how this unfolds. But it's going to be a rapidly evolving situation here across western Oklahoma. PDS tornado watch is out. Also, we have a high risk out for large track damaging tornadoes, and so we'll see how this unfolds as the afternoon goes on. But that's the latest right now, and just look at radar out of Amarillo. I can see storms are just starting to go up there. Southwest of Shattuck, Oklahoma. They're crossing the border now. These are just now going up. They're not severe. They're not even fully blown. You can see there's a cell going up south of Higgins. Got another still north of Allison, southeast of Glacier, southwest of Arnett. You've got storms rapidly developing now on the Texas-Oklahoma border. Back southwest here, these are exploding, right? So over the next 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, these are going to go severe up in this area rapidly. From the time they develop to the time they go severe, it's literally about 10 to 15 minutes. It's very, very fast. When this storm up here at Dodge exploded, it went from thunderstorm to severe in about 5 minutes. Just exploded, right? Yeah, and they're rotating and they got hail in them. So here's the next wave coming in back southwest. So I'm going to continue to watch these storms. Tornado watch is in effect, PDS tornado watch, and everybody stay tuned, and we'll see you a little bit later. I'd say about 4 o'clock on, things are going to get really out of control, okay? That's it from Western Oklahoma, PDS Tornado Watch. You can follow us on Twister Chasers here on YouTube, and Jeff_Petrosky on Twitter, and stay with us. We'll bring you best coverage out here, guys. We got Starlink. It's up and running, and we've got really good connection out here, and so everything's working properly, so in pretty good shape right now. All right, everybody stay safe when those warnings start coming out. Thank you.